How's that? That's a little bit better. You look comfortable.
Who made that opener?
A DJ. He's actually anonymous. He sent it in.
An anonymous DJ made that for you.
Yeah,
he sent it in like an anonymous fan.
Yeah, we're successful.
But that song has been your song since day one. So
Yeah, we're successful. We had fans before we even started.
before you even started.
Before we even started.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to the Sausage Boys podcast. First pod of fucking 2023.
And we're starting off nice and hostile, which is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is
energy.
good.
Before you
Aggression
even
is the only
started.
way I know how to bring energy.
Before you even started.
Yeah, Hamish was messaging me. He's like, please, bro, have me back on. Have me back on. And then we get him on, and then this is what we get.
Mm-hmm. Same with Gavin. It's like my New Year's resolution was to come back on this show. I just love you guys so much. I just need to be back on.
Are you guys going to start with lies? Is that how you're going to start?
No, we're starting literally with
We're
the show.
starting with this.
Okay.
We're going to...
What you got? Where's your
my
notes?
gosh.
You don't have any fucking...
Wait, you have that as a soundboard
You don't
as
have any
well?
talking
Yeah, that's
points?
Yeah.
Or?
that's our soundboard. Gavin hasn't been here for a while. But anyway.
Yeah, welcome to the show,
Yeah.
fellas.
Thank you.
2023.
This debacle
Good
of a
to be
show.
here. Good to be here.
This is your host, the South Coast poster child, Jackson Grant. Ladies and gentlemen. A co-host, as always, the Terry Crews of Sydney,
Hello, everyone.
a.k.a. the Steamroller. Kareem Diallo.
Hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
How have you been, my dude?
I've been very nice.
Yeah?
I've been very, very nice.
You got a big banana hat on. I'm
I
just
do have a
noticing.
big banana hat. I think it's really cool. I'm surprised no one was giving me compliments as soon as I put it on.
It is cool. Where'd you get that?
I got it actually from the big banana.
What are you trying to
really?
hide?
Huh?
What are you trying to hide under there?
I look cool.
Where did you go to the Big Banana?
I went to the big banana twice. I've just come back from the big banana.
Why did you go there?
Is that how you say you just masturbated?
That'd actually be really
That's a
good.
compliment.
That's very nice. I just went to the big banana guys.
There we go, guys.
Yeah.
A very nice
Nice little
compliment
joke
from...
there. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Oh, almost got him there. Almost got him there, though.
Very nice compliment from very funny guy. He's been on the show before, Hamish Shepard, ladies and gentlemen. And we've also got
Yes.
returning to the show again, the very funny Gavin Scott.
Return of the Mac. I wish we could play that song
Thank you.
for Gavin here.
How you guys been? 2023, can you imagine?
Yes.
I can't.
New year, new me?
Nah, new me, same me. I'm doubling
New me,
same
same
me.
The new me is just the same me,
Yeah.
but you know.
New me is Gavin's anime girlfriend who's online. new me Osaka.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Do you want to move over a little bit, bro?
I know. I feel
like
I'm
they're not
kinda-
getting the legs.
I feel like they're not getting me in there. I think I'm okay. Let me just have a quick look. You can ask us boys a few questions. I'm just gonna fix this up a little.
All right.
Yeah. How was your New Year's? New Year's Eve, did you go out?
No.
Gavin, let's start there.
Nah, I had a really quiet one, just with a couple people.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Well, yeah, I wanted to keep it simple. Last year I had COVID for New Year's. So
Yes.
I just wanted to be out. Like, that's just all I wanted.
True.
Because, like, just... I don't know, like, I assume you guys have had COVID by now.
No, I still haven't.
You
Really?
can't have something that isn't real.
All right.
2023, everyone. You can't have something that isn't real.
No, I still haven't had COVID. But yeah, so you just had a chill one, just with some friends.
Yeah, a pretty quiet one.
Is that like a thing? I feel like like I don't look as forward to things as I did before, because I'm just like, it's just gonna, if I put too much into this, it's just gonna be fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Like if you have too much hope about having a good time, it's
You gotta
not
get
gonna
let
be-
yeah,
down.
you just kind of got to let it be a little bit.
I think this
It's
happens
normally
as
better.
you get older. Honestly, things
Yeah.
kind of like that sort of stuff changes a lot. Literally, especially in the 20s. I'm finding each year I get older.
Wait, how old are you guys?
26.
Shit.
27.
Fucking hell.
How old are you boys? How old are you?
31.
Oh, basically the same.
Yeah, I'm turning 30 soon.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a hectic reaction for not much of a gap between us at all.
No, it's the next 5 years. You'll feel it.
Oh, really?
Oh, you'll feel it.
What's going on? 31. How does that feel? How are you feeling now?
No, I feel fine. I'm doing more of what I want to do.
What's
but,
that?
I feel bad.
Going to the big banana?
Physically, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm falling apart.
No,
brother.
I'm definitely not falling apart. It's just everything's harder, like physically, and
Yeah.
like it's just shit that you used to do, like without even like giving it's just like going to the gym and shit.
Things are harder other than your penis. It
Yeah,
starts getting softer.
exactly.
It's getting softer as you get older.
I'm having little.
I mean, my dick was always pretty soft. to be
Really?
honest,
You're a
yeah.
softie? Soft
Yeah.
serve?
Yeah,
Really?
soft serve. Yeah.
So you're not really losing anything then?
No.
It's like, oh, it's just more of the same.
If anything, I have more money for Viagra.
Oh, okay.
It's
So you're getting
true.
more money. You're getting more more money as you get older.
Ironically, less pussy.
Very true.
No,
Oh,
that can't be true.
I think women like
No,
older
but
guys.
Not
Yeah.
for not for trying less. Just because I'm like, fuck it.
That's probably a better mentality too. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why younger chicks go for older guys because they care less.
Exactly.
Is that it?
Are you
That's how I
finding
get
it?
so much pussy
Are you
now,
finding
man.
it though? Do you find like you get more attention as you get older? Let's say you compared to 21 versus 31. Are you now like in the game?
No, my peak was like 24, 25.
Oh, so you had a
Yeah.
peak.
Yeah, I had a peak.
What was
I
going
peaked.
on there? What were we talking about?
That's when I was living in a
I
warehouse.
kissed a girl.
I was living in a warehouse, and that's when I was like training heaps, and all we were doing was partying.
Dang.
And it was like we were renting out the warehouse space for like, what would you call it? Like just for warehouse raves and shit, like illegal
Are you
warehouse
kidding?
raves.
Dang.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were a really cool guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
This is crazy, bro. I had no idea about this chapter of your life.
Didn't I bring it up last time?
No, I
No,
didn't know you were a cool
alright.
guy.
We talked
probably
about the
tried to.
early years of
Yeah,
Hamish
yeah.
Shepard,
I
but
was
not
really
not the peak.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you were like
right.
a loser. That's the thing. That's the thing that we really covered was kind of like how you
Yeah.
got bullied, how like you
Interesting.
struggled, and everything was kind of sad. I think there was a story about like some teacher you had at film school that was like making everyone watch porn.
I
Fuck, I don't remember that.
I literally
Maybe I lied.
I listened to the podcast with you recently
Yeah.
to like catch back up, and I said because we were just like jousting a little bit, having a joke around as we do, and I was like, "Were you a bully in school?" And you go, "I was bullied brutally."
It was really sad. It was a really kind of like gut-wrenching
it's
episode.
good. It's good. That's what I think. That's why I'm a comedian now.
But no, you shouldn't
gotta
be because you
copy.
had this really cool guy phase. You're at this warehouse throwing raves, getting women, jacked.
Jacked.
We
I
missed
was
all
jacked
this.
for. There was like 2 weeks where I was jacked. Like
Really?
where I had like a great body.
Do you have a photo of them?
Somewhere, yeah.
Do you ever look at photos of that period like kind of longingly?
No, I saw some recently though, and yeah, there's a little part of that, but you're like, it's also kind of like grotesque. You're
Why?
like, you spend so much time fucking trying to look like that.
Oh, you were proper jacked.
Oh yeah.
Six pack?
Yeah. Like I mean, not
Dang.
like I've always been a little bit thick, and because I still had kind of like I didn't have like a perfect Adonis body because I used to be bigger, so it's like I kind of have like stretch marks and like loose skin and stuff.
But
Yeah.
you still look swole. You
But
look
yeah,
like a swole jaw.
yeah.
And you don't kind of. Do you think like, oh dang, I wish just for one day I could be back in that period of time?
No, like I did it. It's done.
You did it and it's done. That's kind of
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I kind of like that as well because I think it's like about you have to go to the extremes.
Yeah.
Not that. No. Yeah. So you've already experienced that life, and now it's like stored in the.
Yeah, it's stored.
Do you ever kind of have those dreams late at night where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna relive that Wednesday night, and then you kind of like start going through it. There's like a rave on. You got a gym session. There's like some girlies that come up to you, like, can we feel your muscles?
I mean, not really. No, I don't go out of my way to reminisce that way.
Really? Did
Like
girls
there'll
ever
be
come
maybe a
up?
song that comes on where I'll be like, oh yeah,
Nice.
I remember what happened when this song was on once.
And then you listen to it
I
like
was
10 more
lifting
times.
weights.
Yeah. I was lifting weights.
Do girls ever want to feel your muscles?
Yeah. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Did you ever say, do you want to give it a feel?
Probably.
You would have done. You're that kind
Probably,
of guy.
yeah.
Really? You'd be like, hey, I work out. Want to have a feel? This is real, by the way. And the
That
girls
is?
are like, no, you would have said that to
Oh,
girls.
those are fake.
These are fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on steroids. You weren't on steroids, were you?
No.
Dang.
No.
You don't ever want to just hop back on and just get yoked again
I could.
to a new level?
Nah.
Would you
I've thought
consider
about it.
steroids?
I mean, look, if I
Yeah.
had,
Would you consider it?
if I had like an not unlimited, if I had way more money where I could spend stuff on stupid shit like that, maybe I would do like
cycle.
testosterone or something. Yeah.
Are they expensive?
Do
Do you guys
Crazy
want to do
expensive.
some right now?
You just wanna
Just do a
Do you have
cycle.
any?
Just get a workout in.
Just want to do a cycle.
Yeah, there's one. Come on.
Steroid cycle.
I've literally,
hop on.
I've thought about it like at the beginning, you know, like the first like 2 months, 3 months of like working out, and you see changes,
Mm.
and you're like, this could be a whole lot better with a little help right now. I've literally thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've considered it too, but never seriously. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like putting on muscle was kind of easy for me.
Because you're yoked. In all honesty, you've got huge arms.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
crazy.
I don't think you're lying about that.
Can I have a feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have a feel? Gavin, get in there. Have a feel.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Yeah, that's all. That's all muscle
Gavin,
right there.
give it a feel.
Give that a feel.
If
It's
I have to.
surprising.
This one, I tore this bicep
There you
off,
go.
so it's not as big.
That's all muscle there.
Is that what you tell the girls too?
Yeah.
But what about you, Gavin? Did you have a cool period or cool phase you went through?
No.
You wouldn't consider yourself a cool guy, or you had
No,
like a
no.
week.
I've yet to reach my peak, I feel.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'll get there one day. I have a funny feeling I'll be like a 70-year-old, and like that's when people will accept me into society.
You'll be like the
Yeah.
nursing home, kind of like literally being really clicky, kind of like
yeah,
isolating
like
different
somehow like
groups.
that will be my groove. Like I'll get to the nursing home and they'll be like I'll just like blend in. I will like run the place. Everyone will be like, "Man, you got to talk to Gavin. He's like runs the nursing home."
Because people forget about that. Because let's think about
I'm about the end game. Like in chess, I don't really care about the beginning
Yeah.
and the middle. I'm about the end game.
yeah, and you forget that's the longest period of time there
It
is.
is. That's the
70
most
to
time you
around
play
90 or
for.
100. It's like 30 years you've got
Yeah.
to be killing.
Like
it.
Hamish had his cool days. He's got a ripped bicep now. You're not even gonna, he's falling apart, and you're on the come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm going to be 70 planking because both my biceps are fine.
I feel like that I'm going to be 70 part is the hardest part to believe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dang, but I can imagine that. Yeah, king of the nursing
Medical
home.
science is getting pretty good.
Yeah.
I had a friend who used to like just chain smoke cigarettes,
Oh,
and we'd be
yeah.
like, "Dude, that's crazy the way you smoke." Like, and we were all smokers, but the way he smoked, and he's like, "Dude, like." Our generation is going to live to 150. They have the technology now. Like, he genuinely thought he
Yeah.
was going to be fine.
You don't want to bank on that.
You definitely don't.
You don't want
You
to bank on
could.
that.
I honestly think you could. I think it's all going to come around.
Yeah,
in
but
20
like,
years.
how it's gonna
I
work?
really think 20 years.
How it's-
literally. Go
We
back to
still
this
don't have
podcast.
flying cars. What are you talking
We don't
about?
need flying cars.
But how it's gonna work is you're gonna assume there's like, let's say like in the smoker's case, he's gonna be like, yeah, they'll make like new lungs. They'll like grow lungs in a vat or something,
Well, they can do
and I'll
that.
be fine.
But,
But, like,
that's
the
gonna be
thing
for rich
is-
people.
Well, yeah, that as well. But the thing is, he'll die, and then like 2 weeks later, then it will be like commercially available.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Like that's just how it will go.
That's just bad
Yeah.
luck, though. I think AI is moving pretty fast.
No. Smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day and hoping that you get lung transplants is not good luck. Bad
yeah,
luck.
it's not
Is
bad.
it
That's
worth
just
it? Is
Huh?
it worth it though? Is it
Smoking
cool?
those extra
Is it cool?
ciggies?
Is it cool?
Not
to go-
cigarettes, no. Cigarettes kind of suck.
Not really worth it. What is
Yeah,
something
vapes.
worth
Cigarettes
it?
are kind of cool for like.
Oh, vapes.
Cigarettes are cool for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like when like you're at like 18 to kind of like 23 or something.
Yeah.
Cigarettes are cool,
They are fucking.
and then it
I'm-
like pretty quickly becomes less cool.
Because you look good at that age.
That's true.
And then
Like there
I'm
is
gonna
something
age
cool,
up.
like
Yeah,
about
Yeah,
the
like a
look to it.
young-
Like
a strapping young lad smoking a cigarette.
yeah, 21-year-old in Paris,
Yeah, I don't care about anything.
yeah,
just wearing a leather jacket.
I've got a
Fuck
rave to go to tonight.
yeah.
Exactly. Oh, the amount of ciggies I would smoke. Those.
dude.
Oh my god.
Look at my 2 untorn biceps.
And just fucking smoking. Just so many billies.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it was like we were at home, so you were just like,
True.
Thanks. You're doing everything there is.
oh my god.
Yeah, if your
Mangs-
rave is at your house, of course.
Mangs was my Achilles heel.
You gonna go back to it? Do you think you could kind of
No.
like open up another warehouse?
Fuck no. It is
Too
a
much.
nightmare.
Really?
To try to manage like 10 fucking idiots living together,
Dang.
sometimes more.
That's how many
It's
people
like-
were there.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're the manager. You're kind
I
of being
was
like,
like, I was like the 2IC. I was like second in command.
ah, okay. No, who
Yeah.
was the top G?
He was just a friend of mine who got the warehouse in the first place. It was originally started because we went to film school and we were going to start like a film production company. And then we found out you could just fucking party and make money that way. Although every fucking party we would think we'd made heaps of money. We're like, oh man, we sold so many drinks, we sold so many nangs at that party, and then we'd be all excited, get around in a circle the next day and count the money, and every time we'd break even. We're like, how did we do that many drugs?
There's
Because we would always be like, oh, I bought, some guy sold us a bunch of MDMA, or this guy bought us,
There's this accountant like in a fur coat, big pair of sunglasses, and I don't know where the money is.
Dude, and like, we would be so high with like a till that's spilling out $50 bills.
Yeah.
People probably just came and took money while we were just like doing nangs.
Yeah,
Also, you
probably.
think there was some stealing going on?
Oh, for sure.
Do you think some
100%.
people went there specifically to steal? They'd be like, have you
No.
heard about
Well,
this
the worst,
warehouse?
there are, you know, burners, like Burning Man
Yeah.
people. So a lot of them would put on parties at our place. It's called Burning Seed in Australia.
I'm sorry, it's 2023. I think we should have Burning Woman this year.
And they...
Burning
I
Woman
think we
this
should
year,
burn
everyone.
more. No.
Oh, there we go.
No, but so they would do these fundraisers for their like burning camps.
Yeah.
And their like ideology would always clash horribly with ours because we were there to make money and they were there and there was like this gifting thing. And then they would just come in and start taking our drugs and they'd be like, hey man, it's a gift. And it's like, you can't gift yourself my shit. And we would get into these, every time we had a party with these people,
These burners.
it came to a head. Like it was
Of course, they're hippies, bro.
fucking
What do you
hippies,
expect?
dude.
They're one love, dude.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
they're not hippies about their
Although
shit.
what was fun
Like when
is...
they have ketamine.
Oh, no, exactly. Yeah.
Like they're not being like, hey everyone, but like when you have ketamine,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like for
Sneaky
everyone.
hippies.
yeah.
It was fun because they would
Sneaky.
always run a slap bar, which is like you get free shots, but the bartender gets to slap the shit out of you. So
What the fuck
I
kind
would
of
love-
masochistic
yeah. So
bartender would do that?
I would me. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I should have heard the rest of that story before I
yeah.
commented on it.
I guess I
No.
must be at a slap bar whenever I go on dates with women, and I insult their dress at
Nice
the dinner,
one.
at the dinner table.
Don't say anything.
Well, the audience liked it.
The audience liked it. I'm sorry, it was a really funny joke.
I
The viewers
liked
at
it,
home.
and the audience
It's a
liked
nice
it.
one.
Sausage
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah. Hello, 2023. Everyone.
I'm glad you heard that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're literally running this slap bar.
No. It was their thing, but I would do a shift.
You were the slapper.
I would do a shift.
Really?
Everyone, but like there was like 6 people working it.
How hard are you slapping? You have to slap women as well?
Yeah. But like you know,
Have
people
to.
are kind of like it's obvious when people want a hard slap and when people are like tentative and not wanting to do it. You know?
There's a hen's night, and Hamish is
So,
like,
like,
oh, it's me. I think I'm
it's-
rostered for this.
You take it person to person. Like some people are like fucking slap the shit. You know, people there are
they're
people
really
who
getting into
really
it.
want it.
Is it a party vibe? They're like, yes, I'm gonna get slapped by the bartender. It's like
Yeah.
a shtick almost.
Yes, of course. And
Yeah.
if they were like if they look scared, you're not going to slap the shit out of them. You give them like a little But like
Little love tap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken advantage of it? Someone who really didn't want to be slapped. It's like, oh, no, I'm going to slap you good.
Well, that's just assault. So no, I never assaulted anyone.
You never assaulted anyone. Okay, nice. I like, still a little wink there, everyone. Yeah, we're good. We're good. There we go. Never assaulted anyone. I've never heard of that
No,
idea
I
before. I like it a lot.
I did choke a guy out once there.
Because he's like, I want a bottle of vodka.
He,
and it just keeps on going like
he was having
further
like,
and further.
He was having a domestic dispute with his girlfriend,
Ugh.
Yeah.
and he was like, she was in the bathroom, and he was like smacking on the door trying to get in, and ended up pulling the door off its hinges.
He did.
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
Dang.
And so I got him in like my move.
It's like, I
'cause
bought you
was-
3 drinks.
I was
have
kind of-
to, you have to get your
No, it was
payment.
his girlfriend, and so like my move is because I was kind of always security at these things, is I would just grab people in a headlock and just kind of carry them out because they would lift their legs up to try and, but I would just like be able to hold them because I was strong.
You were yoked.
Yeah.
2 good biceps.
But then his girlfriend turned on me as well. Like, get your hands
Yeah.
off my... And so I just like, I learned how to choke someone out on a film set because there was a guy, like the what's it called? The stunt guy. I had to do a stunt once where I was choking a guy and he like taught me how to do it. And I just did that and the guy just went out cold for like 5 minutes. It was like, I was so terrified that
Oh,
like
you thought
really
you
done
killed
it.
him?
Yeah. But
Did
Did
he
you
at
actually think you killed him?
Did he at
well, I
least
didn't think
come?
I'd killed him, but I thought I'd done something. I definitely felt like I'd gone too far.
You're like, oh no, he's bleeding. He's bleeding.
But I was like,
bleeding
I
all over
can't
his
deal
crotch
with
area.
both of these people. But then all my housemates thought that I punched him out, and that's the story that they go with still. And I'm even
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't punch him out. And they're like, no, you did. And I was like, no, I just choked him out. But the story that went around But that's what happens with these things. These stories always get exaggerated and like.
Yeah, the
Like there was
salt
a story
stories.
where we had like bike. There was like a bike party where all these bike couriers had a party at ours, and then at the end of the night they weren't leaving.
It's a bike party. You have
And
to
so
like do a lap.
I started taking their bikes and just like rolling them down the street
Yeah.
to get them out. But the story evolved to that I like picked up a bike and threw it at someone. Like that was my reputation in the warehouse scene was very violent.
I feel like either your friends are trying to incriminate you or let you know what happened so you can get your story straight.
So when this news comes out about comedian Hamish
We
Shepard,
actually do have it on camera of me
Really?
throwing these bikes down the hole. Yeah, because we would film heaps of shit.
You're like, no, I kissed her. And they're like, dude, you murdered her.
Yeah.
You're like,
you
no, it was
kissed her with
great."
your fists
Yeah,
several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang. That's so interesting. The warehouse kind of vibe, like, I could never go that far down and I could never commit that much of my life to being like, we're going to send it like that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a slippery slope probably for you as well.
What do you mean?
You begin, you're doing the parties, then all of a sudden you're living in a warehouse with the boys, we're getting jacked, and then it's like the parties kind of like pick up.
Oh yeah,
Drugs,
It was way too
people.
much. Yeah. It gets dark real quick.
how long was it?
It was, I mean, all up maybe. Like I mean, I was living in the warehouse probably like 6 years all up, but the parties were probably like 2 to 3 of those years.
And what happened after was just like a bunch of dudes
It
being
just
spat in a
became
warehouse.
Yeah, it just became like a share house, like a filthy share house. Like
Yeah.
we would, so we'd have like, so me and my friend who ran it, like we would always try to save money, so we refused to buy like a proper bin, and we would just make everyone who lived in the warehouse go and just take the rubbish and dump it in people's bins,
Nice.
right?
I like
so
that.
like we would like get a van and like play like the Ghostbusters song to get everyone amped up, and like go around and illegally dump it. And they would have these meetings. They would call meetings and be like, "Please, can you buy a bin?" And we were just like, "No." Like we were just so obstinate for no reason.
Because you just want to be in this.
Yeah.
You just want to be in this van life.
Well, no, there was definitely like a power element to it of like.
Do you like taking advantage of other people's bins?
No, it was taking advantage of the idiots who chose to live in the warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're forcing them to have to do this
Yeah.
like over the top task.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang. Where were you living, Gavin, during those years?
Like when Hamish was living in the warehouse?
Yeah.
What years were those?
You're what, a year apart? So let's say you're
2000 like 12 to 2018 maybe, I guess. Like I moved out and back into it and stuff. Like it was.
So 2012, I was still living out in Bankstown.
That's terrifying.
That was fine.
Really?
Yeah.
No
like it's-
drama?
Well, like, what do you mean by drama?
Living in Bankstown, it's known for people who are listening. Bankstown is known to be one of the most dangerous areas in Sydney.
I wouldn't say that.
Really? You wouldn't?
Yeah, like, I never actually got mugged.
What do you mean you got fake? You just like told the police that
Yeah.
those group of ethnic guys.
No,
mugged
no,
you.
no. So, like, one time, I guess, I'm trying to remember how old I was. I was 16, I think.
Mm.
And, like, a group of guys came up to me, like, very menacingly. And then I recognized one of them, and then he was like, he's good, and then told everyone to kind of move on.
Oh dang! So you had the street cred.
No, it was just because I recognized him. It
Where
wasn't
from?
like he liked me. It was more like we have a witness that can identify me.
Right. And where'd you know him from?
True.
That's probably the thing.
I went to
so you-
primary school.
dad.
I went to primary school with him.
His
Yeah, it
dad,
was,
his
but
dad,
it
I
was
like
my
that
dad.
one.
Yeah.
No, I literally didn't even mean to do that. I literally didn't even mean to do that.
But yeah, like I wouldn't say.
You're gonna
Didn't
fucking
mean to
suck
do
me
that.
off.
That's what you have to do. If you live in Bankstown, you just have to be out all the time, kind of like making eye contact with everyone or like introducing yourself to everyone. Just like.
Isn't it
if you-
interesting that Bankstown
Just get everyone's name.
has the least money?
I think it has the most money.
Bankstown.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it has the most.
Does it
money.
really? What do you mean?
I think there's a lot of crime there. A lot of people involved.
It's a lot
in,
of
like, drug
undeclared
crime.
cash.
Ah.
I think it's probably one of the
Yeah.
richest areas in Sydney.
Like you would go, honestly, like
That's a fucking absurd thing to say.
No,
but
it
okay.
literally is. You just look at the drug
Explain
bust.
yourself.
it's definitely not one of the richest. like-
Really?
what
In
are you
terms of-
talking about?
Let's say the average criminal who lives in the Bankstown area.
Like if
Okay,
you
let's
would,
talk about
if
the
you
average criminal in fucking Bondi.
In
Like, you know,
Ryde.
it's like
yeah, if you're counting exclusively cash, maybe Bankstown will win.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so the irony is that they're not using banks.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
the town
exactly.
is like a bank.
Okay.
Let's not.
No, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep going into this idea. I think
Yeah.
it's probably one of the richest suburbs in Australia. In terms of like the net worth.
It has a rich culture
Does it?
of
Thanks,
stabbing.
Nice.
According to fucking... Yeah.
Well, if there's any place that's going to have undeclared cash, it's going to be a crime-ridden place, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is it actually crime-ridden still?
Nah,
I
it's
feel
not
like
really
it's
that
not,
bad.
is it?
What
It's
are
It's
the
really
big-
not that bad.
I was watching a documentary of the two big crime families. I don't remember their names. What are their names?
Like in Australia or?
Yeah, in Bankstown and Blacktown.
Hamsey and
Yeah, the Hamsey.
Alameddines or
Yeah,
whatever.
Alameddines and the Carantiros or something. I don't even.
Ruffians.
Yeah, they're all
Not
from like
nice.
Bankstown and Blacktown. I was watching a
Are
nice
they?
little backstory on them. Yeah, one group's from Bankstown, the other rival group's from Blacktown, and just somehow they like ended up in this rivalry over kind of nothing.
Well, that's how like it always starts, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always like
Yeah.
something really dumb.
I know, and it's crazy. All these deaths are kind of like literally over nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
But did you come across any?
No, it's sad, isn't it, Kareem? That's a great point.
It's really sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I know it is.
Dang, sorry, bro.
Trying to get there. I know. This is serious. This is serious.
I just
Should I
remember
c-
seeing at work there was a drive day they did like of a preschool.
Yeah.
Like it was like
A
'cause they were
drive-by?
outside a preschool and they were just like shot it. There's footage of it inside. No, none of the kids.
Jackson
got
doesn't
hurt.
think this is serious.
No,
Jackson
no,
thinks it's funny
absolutely.
that
There's
No,
footage.
children
I think
die.
it's very serious, and
Yeah.
I'm glad we're talking about it. on
There's
our
footage.
podcast.
Well, I'm hoping you got some fucking riffs to come
Yeah,
on.
we got some great riffs.
We got some serious
yeah,
topics.
We're just gonna ease into it. We're
What-
getting there. We're getting there. Let's hear about this preschool
Comedy
being
is
shut up.
about taking horrible things and making light-
Tragedy
Light of it.
plus
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
equals
so
comedy.
We're
It was
gonna
about-
get this.
It was about 6 months ago, so we can laugh at it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a
But yeah,
drive-by to
there's-
preschool. Where is this preschool?
Probably Bankstown. I don't know.
Okay, nice.
Somewhere in that area, west.
Yeah.
And they were just like outside, and there's footage in this preschool of the kids just like running out, like running for cover inside this preschool, what?
It is a funny image.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
so
'cause as
they're
I was saying it, I was
yeah.
realizing, there's probably nowhere funny to go with this.
They all run out the back, and there's that kid that
I-
always stays past nap time. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
napping too long. And they're like, Jacob.
I just like the image of like a bunch of preschoolers seeing it happen, and like there's this idea of a heroic one, and he's like grabs a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
That's good. I
He's like,
really
I'm gonna
that.
take him on.
I really like that. So these gunmen are targeting a primary school, hoping
No,
to
no.
kill.
They weren't targeting the preschool at all.
Oh,
They just saw some people they didn't like near it,
Yeah.
oh
and the
Oh.
bullets were going into the preschool.
What if you are a drug dealer?
They don't like pedophiles.
Yeah, they're like, as long as we shoot above 4 feet, we won't hurt any kids.
It's a
But I
collateral.
heard those teachers aren't.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, if you are wanted or you have a bounty on your head, just hang out in front of like really public places. That they're not going to kill me in front of this police station, or they're not going to kill me in front of this McDonald's.
Yeah, you always look after your nephew, and you have one of those like brace straps.
Wait, you think
Just a
you
baby
think
on the
you think they would shoot a preschool but not a McDonald's?
Yeah, Jackson. Gavin would have an issue with them shooting McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go, everyone.
Always get flattered
Okay.
when
There
when
we go,
there's an-
everyone. Jokes towards
Nah,
Gavin.
that's the wrong one.
Do you guys
Nah, wrong one.
Well,
You know
they
which
thought
one
it
it
they
is.
thought it was funny.
do you guys agree when there's like a name mix up? I kind of find it flattering. Do you know what I mean?
No.
In what sense?
Like Karim just said, Gavin.
Yes.
And
That's
I
because
was
you're
like,
the
that's-
only person he talks to.
Nice. You got me there. You got me good. It's true.
I can't wait for the Fight Club moment when we realize we're the same person.
I've just been doing this podcast, just looking over into no one. The Sausage Boys podcast.
No, I always find it really flattering because I'm like, there's something nice about it. Do you know what I mean? Like when Karim said that, I'm like, oh, Gavin, that's nice. You got me mixed up with Gavin. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Okay, back to these children being.
Oh, yeah, true.
shot
Yeah,
at.
yeah. Let's talk about something funny.
I thought
These
that
children.
petered out. Peter filed out.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
I know the school.
You know
I
the
know.
school where it happened.
No, I just.
You just walk past there a lot with binoculars.
I've just driven by it with a car full of my friends
Yeah,
and pistols.
yeah. That's right.
Dang.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gang war, life in Bankstown.
Sure.
What's going on? You're not getting beaten up. Why were they going to beat you up in the first place?
Oh, probably for money.
Really? They thought you
Yeah,
were
like we had a when I was in high school, there was a kid who died because he got mugged.
What?
Yeah, he got mugged and killed. They killed him.
Did he
and took
die
him.
of embarrassment?
He died of.
How do you kill someone during a mugging? That's a bit over the top.
They took his
so
EpiPen.
it was apparently an accident. It was apparently an accident.
They,
Well,
it
yeah.
was-
That's very funny. He got mugged from his life support machine.
So did they catch the guys that did it?
I think so. I don't really pay attention to
He's,
it.
he's rock climbing. They mug him for his safety.
How
rope.
annoying would that be? If you're just trying to fucking mug some kid for like a couple,
And you kill him.
so
It's
annoying.
like you. You
Yeah, 'cause
almost
you-
killed that
you-
guy.
You
Yeah.
you don't get much money
Yeah,
out of like
exactly.
mugging like a 16-year-old.
So this kid died. Who's his kid?
I don't know his name.
But he died
Yeah, yeah.
during a mugging. Was he
high,
fighting
high
back?
school kids or something.
Yeah, it was just a kid that was in my high school.
You got to think it's funny. There would be like some parents that would have a kid at this school, and they're like, "We've got to take this kid away from this school. It's just too much. The teachers aren't paying attention to them." Da 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 da. And then the straw that broke the camel's back was a kid getting mugged. And they're like, "No, we definitely have to move."
Yeah, it's time to go.
I also like the idea that that Gavin's like, oh, Bankstown isn't dangerous, and you're like, oh no, there was a kid that was like mugged to death.
Well,
But that was
you know,
just that happens, doesn't
that
it?
happens in schools.
Yeah. So what is life like? Is that just a normal thing? You were almost mugged, but you knew someone.
Yeah, and I think I was also on a public road, so they probably weren't too keen on it as well.
Any other intense situations? Almost.
I
death?
watched a bikie brawl. That was kind of fun.
Where was that?
It was out the front of
Hamish's house when he threw all the bikes out.
Yeah.
That's great.
I like the idea that the bikie brawl is just a bunch of Deliveroo drivers
It's a bunch of
versing the Uber
triathletes.
Eats drivers.
Triathletes all trying to get their electrolytes from the supplement store.
Yeah, so there was like a wedding kind of like function room near Reevesby train
wait,
station.
I was trying to get in the camera.
We look at it. I know. I feel very uncomfortable. I might lie back. Alright. Should I lie back like this? Yeah.
Should we all just lay down?
Yeah, here we go. Oh,
I'm pretty
Should
sure.
we
Like
just take a
basic,
shot?
I'm basically laying down.
am I lying down?
Sorry, Hamish. I gotta get a little bit closer here. Sorry, Gavin.
Yeah, there was just like this wedding function place, and like there was like a bikie wedding going on, and a bunch of bikies crashed it. And I assume you guys did this as well. Like when your mate gets his license for the first time, you just randomly drive around for
Yeah.
no reason.
Oh yeah.
Classic one.
Yeah, like it's classic. So we just would randomly drive around, go to Macca's, do whatever, and then as we're
McDonald's,
driving around, we just randomly saw this massive bikie brawl. They just
How
happened
many?
to be probably like 50 each side.
Dang.
Like it was just like a ridiculous.
huge,
Like it was a wedding. Like they crashed a wedding and just started like this massive fight. And then the cops are like, because it was near a cop station, so the cops are like running over, but it's like a highway patrol station, so they're not really prepared for it.
They try to give them tickets.
Yeah, they're just giving him tickets, being like, "You guys are speeding."
It's like they come with the speed cameras, just trying to shoot them with it.
Yeah, so it was pretty hectic. So me and my friend just sat there and watched.
Eating
Dang.
what? What were you eating?
I think it was Macca's.
Like what were you getting from McDonald's? You gonna
I think
quarter
at that
pounder?
point I just had chips.
So you got a chips in your mouth watching this.
I'm just
brawl
watching,
going.
eating chips.
And you're
watching-
just cool, calm, collected, not scared at all.
Well, we were away from it.
Dang.
Like they're not like, I don't know, if they try to like attack the car, would drive away, I guess.
Or you just tried. You knew there's one guy you recognized there, and it's like then it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
They're
that's
not
all I
gonna
was.
get me. I
That's
know
all I
that
was
dude.
banking on.
Yeah, that same.
But then
dude's
the
there.
other, that's the thing with a brawl though. If you recognize someone on one side,
Mm.
the other side will be like,
True. It's like, no, I know you as well.
yeah, you don't want to do a brawl. You want to stay away from brawls. Brawls get messy.
Dang. So you were in Bankstown during that period of time, early 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah, I left Bankstown probably like 21, 22 or something.
Oh wait, you left.
Yeah, like I live in Leichhardt now.
Oh, okay. So your early 20s, you weren't in Bankstown going through. You weren't a Bankstown bandit. Bankstown bad boy.
Nah, I kind of like,
You were a Leichhardt larrikin.
yes.
I was trying to get there in my head. I couldn't work out anything.
We're gonna get there. And Hamish was a what was the suburb?
Marrickville.
Marrickville, mad
Marrickville.
boy. Marrickville, mad lad.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Marrickville MDMA supplier.
I didn't supply anyone.
Taker.
I
But
was a
yeah.
taker.
So you went to Leichhardt, and that was a lot nicer. I'm sure you.
Yeah, dude, it's so much quieter.
Yeah,
Like,
did
it's
you
so
like
chill
it
there.
more?
Did you like it more than Bankstown?
Yes. Like,
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. Did you Leichhardt it more?
oh god.
They should
How
come
long
up
it
with that
took you to
slogan.
get that is so.
Yeah.
That should be a slogan. Leichhardt, like
I like
it.
it. Yeah.
like it. Like
There's
it,
a shopping
Leichhardt.
centre called the Heart of Leichhardt, and it is depressing.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
Leichhardt's are quite a lively area.
If that is the heart, this animal is going to die.
Yeah,
very
I would say
soon.
Leichhardt's not known for its shopping centres.
If
No,
this is the
it's-
heart of Leichhardt, it must be smoking 2 packs a day. Well, that's a throwback.
Oh, yeah.
It's a throwback. It's a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Leichhardt's like basically like it's just
He looks
restaurants.
really hot for a minute.
I really do.
It's a comedy podcast.
Yeah,
is,
Sydney's funniest podcast. That's what this is branded as.
Oh yeah.
So let's keep picking it up.
Were there
Yeah,
fights
no.
at your school?
Did you see
like
fights?
brawls?
Did I see
anything
fights in my area?
Where did you grow up?
I grew up on the North Shore.
Oh, fucking.
There were fights over who got the last jar of caviar.
Yeah.
There was a bidding war.
There was nothing. There was the only thing that went on at my school was really chick fights.
Where did you go to school?
South Coast,
Like where in the South Coast?
Ulladulla. is
Oh
the
yeah,
town.
so it's pretty far
Poster
down.
child.
Small town.
I know it. I
Yeah.
used to go to the arcade there for whatever
Oh,
reason.
Ulladulla.
And it was only
Yeah. There's an arcade in Ulladulla that's really good.
Yeah. The arcade is not great there.
It's not? I remember it was great as a kid.
Maybe I don't know.
It's
I
like a
remem-
time zone or something.
No, it's like some brand, like, family owned one kind of thing. From memory.
Yeah.
This is a while
joint.
ago.
Funland. is what
Oh
they
yeah,
call
it's
it.
to be
called
something
Funland.
like that. Yeah.
But the only fights were like chick fights.
Oh,
and
So
it
you
was
got in a
just-
lot of fights?
Nice.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
It was
Like that.
basically
Jackson's
like
a woman.
you just be sitting at your group and see someone like walking very quickly towards a cola, and then
Yeah.
everyone be like,
Oh,
"What?
the cola.
What?
Oh, the
What?"
cola.
And
I
you
hate
get down
that
there.
word.
You get down there, and
Hate
there'd be
that
like a
word.
big crew, and there'd be two girls like stomping up to each other, like
Yeah.
looking angry and like
Mm.
grabbing each other, and everyone would be like, "Oh!" It was the coolest shit.
Did you used to get drunk at school?
No, never.
Really?
Oh, one time, but it was like
we had
mark-up day or
goonbag
some shit.
Fridays.
We were smoking weed
Oh,
all
wow.
the time at school.
We
Not
would- we would drink a full goon bag.
it's
and then
Goonbag
blo-
Friday.
Yeah.
Doesn't even rhyme.
And then
It's Goonbag Friday,
Yeah,
bro. It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, no, it's taco.
And you're
it's
not in
taco
school.
Wednesdays.
and we would blow up the goon bags at the end and throw them on the roof near where we'd hang out.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
teachers, like when there's 20 kids drunk, the teachers
Not
do
much you
not
can
know
do.
what to do. There's like no way to resolve that. So they
A
just
whole
like
bunch of drunk kids.
yeah.
So what's happening? Is it getting physical, or they're scared it's going to turn into like some bikey kind of brawl?
No, we
Teachers
never-
versus students.
No, we just used to like do shit like we would just take all the, like the Year Sevens bags and just bury them in it.
Oh
Just, like,
yeah.
bury them in like 50 bags. You know?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
How good was nuggeting?
Yeah,
Oh,
we used to
God.
do nuggeting.
Yeah?
That was a great one.
Yeah.
That's where you used to go
That's
to
where you go-
McDonald's. There we go. There we go, folks.
Man,
Yeah.
it was always good whenever someone tried to nugget me because I would always have like old rotten food at the bottom of my bags.
Oh,
so they
yeah.
would
I
like.
did that too.
do
For
it.
whatever reason, I just wasn't into eating in school.
Yeah.
Or there'd be
And
like
I just-
specific things you didn't want to eat, but you didn't want to tell mom.
Yeah, like a
Ne-
banana.
yeah,
and
never
then
mind
they would go to
sandwich.
do it, and then they've got all fucking rotten banana all over.
Yeah.
Or just having like a whole bunch of like what have they got? Razor blades and like scissors in your bag, and then literally put someone in
Why
the
do you
ER.
have a
trying
bunch
to-
Someone tries to nugget your bag, and there's just a needle in there. I think
Congratulations, you have AIDS now. We hope that nugget was worth it.
I think the problem with not eating shit in school was obviously you needed to eat. But
Yeah.
do you guys?
But you ate
Was it the
so much shit.
cum? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I made it worse. Fuck. No, I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but like the canteen at school was cheap as chips.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was really cheap.
Yeah, it was
Get-
insane.
Get like a chicken burger for like $3 or something
Yeah,
like that.
something ridiculous.
Chicken Caesar burger, you'd have like $2 and you'd be like, oh, please give me some money.
You get stuff for 5 cents
Yeah, yeah, you
back
go
in the
scab.
day.
Were you
I
a
think there was
scab?
always like a 5-cent, 10-cent option. You get like a.
There was
fix
always
for 10
something
cents.
really cheap.
Yeah,
Were-
always.
Were you a scab? Would
Yeah,
you
I
always
was a
go
scab,
around?
but
Yeah.
there was something kind of flirty and cute about it, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You kind of like, oh, and be like, oh.
It wasn't
God,
cute when I
No.
did.
Have you seen Aristocats?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like that dude. I was like a street cat. I was like a street cat. But there
Let's
was
say
something
I've got
cool
like
about
an oak. What would you do? What would your move be?
Oh.
Yeah.
nothing.
How would you get an
Oh,
oak?
Yeah, but
I
like,
wouldn't-
how would you scab money off him
Yeah.
to go to the campaign?
Oh, you're scabbing
Well,
money.
I would know
Yeah.
that the oak cost $3.20.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
I'd know he'd probably have 30 cents lying
Oh,
around.
smart.
And then
Nice.
let's go from there. How well do I? But it wasn't really guys. It was more girls, and girls
Oh,
are like
okay.
funny. They're not like scabs like that.
Oh,
It's
so
kinda
were you like the cute kid in school? You could get money off girls that way. Is that what you said?
No, I just had friends. Yeah, I was just friendly enough, and it wouldn't
Mhm.
be like, oh, this is just like this fucking dude.
So it wasn't every day then.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not every day. No, but it'd just be like that time, be like banging for a fucking,
Dang, you needed to get
six pack of
something.
nuggies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I gotta get a $1 packet of Smith's chips or something like that.
And you got it done.
Yeah, it wasn't difficult.
Yeah.
You just had to kind of know what you were.
So you had to manipulate
Doing-
women.
Yeah.
You should do like a course.
Yeah.
Sell like a course to like primary school kids. Just how to manipulate women to get them to give you money.
I don't think they mind it.
Jackson Tate.
20.
I don't think people mind it because some people, their parents would just give them
That's
like
my money, bitch.
Hustlers primary school.
their parents would just give them a $20 note and be like, "Here, go get whatever."
Oh,
and
fuck those kids.
Wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Kids coming in with 20s.
20.
Fuck
Bro,
you.
Dang,
You know the
that's
best
like
one?
that's like a
Fuck.
literally
got-
like a
I would
bounty.
get that, like-
I would go into the car and my mum's purse and just get all the gold coins out of it.
Oh yeah.
That was
Like she would have a
$2
lot
was
of gold
literally
coins.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I would do that. But like,
You would never do a
getting
20.
note-
Who were you? Like a,
Holy
like
shit.
I
My
had
mum
it
giving
occasionally
you one?
because like occasionally my parents would be like, "Fuck it, I'm just not making you lunch. Here's a 20." And,
A
I'd-
20.
My parents
and
never
it would be
made me
like
lunch
gold
anyway.
though, but like
Oh,
it would be
yeah.
like once a year.
You could like
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
the canteen for that.
Yeah, that's what it
You're
felt
literally
like.
the most popular kid in school. If someone came in, I remember I think I came in, or there was a kid that would come in with like $50 or $100.
Dude, that's
Get
ridiculous.
followed around by the entire school.
It's ridiculous.
And he would just go mad. Literally. Like you could buy so much with that.
On the North Shore? It doesn't
course.
No,
have
this
50
was on the
bucks?
Central Coast.
Oh.
This was on the
Oh,
Central Coast. I
Central
grew up on the
Coast.
Central Coast and then North Shore when I was
Not
12.
North Shore, Central Coast.
Very different.
Yeah, very
Very
different.
different.
Very different.
But the Central Coast was till 12, and then North Shore was after 12.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
So what happened for your socio-economic position to go up? Did your dad get a promotion?
I guess so. There must have been something like
Or did
that. There must have been something like that. I actually never really questioned it. I think it was just a bargain piece of land in the North Shore, and it's like, okay, let's
you
Where in
just
the
set up
North
a
Shore?
tent on a piece
nice
of land.
area.
But where?
Castle
is it?
Cove.
I don't even know where that is.
Yeah.
It's
That's
near
That's how nice it
Northbridge.
is.
It's near Willoughby. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never even heard of that. It's a
Castle
great area.
Cove. That
Yeah.
sounds so
I only
fancy.
know
It's
I know
very
Willoughby.
fancy.
I don't even know. Yeah.
It's right near Willoughby. Really, really fancy area.
Sounds so fancy.
It's very fancy.
Does it have a castle?
There is a castle actually.
Okay.
They had the Big Brother house there. back in the
Really?
day, yeah.
Okay.
I remember we used to go walking past the Big Brother house trying to get a peek.
Do you remember on Big Brother? What was it? Not
Turkeys-
Friday
the
night.
turkey slap incident.
Well, yeah.
That was a
bring that one
notorious
up.
incident.
Not
that was a
not.
great one.
There was like Friday night games,
Oh
but there
my
was
gosh,
also like
yes.
up late or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's
And
like
there was
after
nudity.
dark.
That was so hot,
Oh,
dude.
There was also
That was so
Oh
hot.
my
There was
God,
also
that
just
was the
like a
greatest thing I'd ever-
24/7 live stream you could watch
Really?
online or something.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How? They
That's
must
just
have been
great.
editing so much shit together. That's fucking wild.
No. It was a live stream. You could just go and watch them in the house. I remember because when I was a kid, I was into it for whatever reason.
How old were you then?
Old enough to fucking
Try to
watch
see some
people
titties.
24/7.
But it was
You never
crazy.
found anything on this.
I remember Big Brother Uncut because it'll be like some Christian kind of like
It'd be
clean
like a
cut
bunch
girl.
of Jewish guys. Oh no, wait. No.
Oh, that's
Damn it! It was right there and I fumbled it.
That's good.
I missed it
Goddamn.
He
completely.
was trying to get a circumcision joke in there.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
right.
really good. Big Brother Uncut. It's like Muslim and Jewish housemates. I don't know. I ruined it as well. Dang, that's insane. But it'll be like some nice clean cut girl that was kind of like the Christian. And at Big Brother Uncut, they'll play like some like sexy music and have her like in a bikini. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
What's
it
going to
was
happen?
sick.
It wasn't
now.
as much the content as it was the idea of being a kid, seeing this show be called Uncut or
Exactly.
Up Late or whatever it was.
100%. And the
being like-
music, the way they would kind of market
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was scared whenever the ad came on, because sometimes it would come on around 8. I think after 8 o'clock you could have more raunchy ads. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh gosh, I really want to watch that, but I don't want to be caught watching this ad. Which is, dang, Big Brother. Did you ever watch it? How were you guys with like nudity and
Brother?
stuff? You like the dirty stuff when you were young?
Oh yeah, of course. What do you
movies,
mean?
film clips.
Yeah.
Because I've got one very good memory. It was Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And I just remember like the cover art, and it's not even revealing or anything like that, but just the idea and the song, that was enough. I was just like,
Yeah.
dang, that's fucking
That's
lit.
naughty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's naughty. I knew it was a naughty idea, and that was kind of attractive.
What
Yeah.
about staying up late to watch naughty stuff? That was
Well,
always
I mean,
like a
we
thing.
had the fucking internet though.
No, not really.
You didn't have. The
We're talking
internet?
about like, what is it?
So this is
10?
the difference the 6 years makes. Wait, how did you guys not have the internet?
Yeah,
What am
I grew up on the
talking
Central
about? I'm
Coast.
Well,
listening.
I mean, I wasn't watching. No, but I'm talking about even before you know enough to be searching online.
It's 10, like
You're-
around
you're-
10 or 9.
Okay, see, but I was 16 by this.
No, you weren't.
When you were 10, I
No,
was
you're
16.
10.
Oh, actually, wait a second. Yeah, how old were you? Yeah, what were you watching when you were 10?
Oh,
It would
true,
have just been a different
What
stuff.
was I watching when I was 10?
Yeah, were you trying to get like naughty? Watch
What would I
like
have been
I remember
nasty stuff?
SBS.
I would have been looking
Oh,
at.
they would
Late
have
night
like some
SBS.
crazy world movies. It'd be like
Yeah.
some French woman.
Yeah,
I
no,
remember-
we had Foxtel, so it was like the World Movie Channel and like.
That was great.
I
The
remember-
World Movie Channel. Sometimes you get like an MA one or an
Yeah.
R one. You look like for nudity.
Oh, I remember like there was some channel that had naked news on Foxtel.
Yes,
Oh, I remember Naked
yes,
News.
I remember
Yeah.
Naked
I actually remember
News.
that now.
Yeah.
There was also one
then on
where
my-
I
it
think
was
it was
like,
the Comedy Channel though. Like late at night, the Comedy Channel had naked news or something.
Yeah, I think it was the Comedy
Yeah,
Channel or
yeah.
something. Yeah, because I remember my. I also
And
remember
even
my
when you're a
dad
kid,
watching
you're like,
it with me a
fuck,
couple
when is she
times.
gonna fuck?
There's like a news reporter, and he's like just sitting there at a desk naked, like commentating on like a drive-by shooting. And he's like, "Oh, it actually took place at a preschool." Boo. He got fired. We never heard from him again.
Michael, why do you have a pronounced erection
I never-
after you heard the word preschool?
What did you say it was on the Comedy Channel?
Yeah, because we had like on Foxtel, there was like the Comedy Channel rather than like
Yes.
Comedy Central or whatever. It was just like
Yeah.
they just put random comedy shows on it. So Seinfeld, whatever.
What about that
Yeah.
show? It was kind of like a prank show, like this Eastern European
Prank
prank.
Yankers.
Oh no!
It
You're
was-
talking about the one from Canada. Just
like-
for laughs.
Just for laughs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from. It's in Montreal. That's why it's
Oh,
So
it was always
it's
nudity
always-
on that one.
French because like that's why they didn't speak English on it.
Ah, dang. And they were doing like
'Cause it's
weird
just Canada,
gags.
yeah.
It'd be like a guy with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The woman's like
Super
top.
Oh
cheesy.
yeah, I know the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
you're talking
That was
about
great.
now. Yeah.
That was a go-to.
Yeah.
Same. There was also the
But it's so far and few between because you're waiting.
Mm.
And you're like, and you think, and then when it happens,
And you
it's so
couldn't pause
quick
the
and you're like-
TV.
yeah, this is before you could pause and
Yeah.
rewind Foxtel.
there's
When that came, I remember definitely leaving some like some freeze frames and then
Oh.
turning the TV on and then my mum turning it on. It's just like just a close up on an ass from some show,
When I was in maybe year 6, very early year 7, it must have been year 7 actually, because there was a class where there was magazines we had to make collages, and in there was like an ad for like women's underwear or whatever, and I ripped the page out of the book,
Oh yeah,
stuffed it in my bag, and my mum found it in the bathroom at our
Yeah,
house.
nice.
And she brought it up and she said, was this you? And I didn't say anything. I just went bright red and I just walked out the door.
And she's like, you shouldn't have. You knew I needed some underwear. What a great gift. He was so thoughtful. He was literally going
And
out of his way
I
to
said,
buy.
I'll buy you anything if you wear it for me.
There we go. Incest, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, I remember like we moved into a house when I was a kid, like that the previous owner had just left a caravan on the property,
Yeah.
and it was like porn all over the walls and stuff.
Dang.
And so I immediately went in there and just like pilfered it all. And then like for some reason we used to live across the road from the river, and so I went over the road and just like stuffed it in some rocks on the riverbank, thinking
What's going on? Did you grow up in Stand By Me?
thinking that I was going to be able to come back and get them. And then,
Yeah.
like, for years, every time I was near that point, I would always go and check those rocks to see if, like, and I could never find that point.
They're gone the first time, the second time you're like, maybe they wash back up.
I'm like, which rock was it? It's like the fucking Fargo trying to find that money.
I'm sure if you went back there today, you would
Dude,
literally
if
give it
anyone
another
lives
look.
in Ebenezer now that's listening to this, you're not, but fucking Coromandel Road, go down to the river.
That's
see
where
if
the
you can
stash
find
is.
That's where the stash is.
Stash is great. Do you have any stashes?
It's always when it's like literally the cliche one. The first time I saw porn was when I was first living in New Zealand. So I must have been 4,
Yeah.
and it was in a treehouse.
That's
which
young.
Is the, which is the
That's very
classic.
young.
Yeah, yeah,
Dang, in a treehouse in New Zealand.
yeah, yeah.
And you were 4?
yeah.
Dang.
Because I moved here when I was 5, so I must have been 4 or 5.
So what was it, like naked sheep? Stuff like that? Everyone, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
freshly sheared.
Freshly sheared. That's what the magazine's called, Freshly Sheared. It's just like a whole bunch of sheep in kind of like clad positions with clad outfits.
Hamish, you're watching The Hobbit.
I was going to say the first Pinot magazine I came across was the Madonna sex book. And I was probably like around 6 or 7.
What was the sex book? Just
She released a sex book that was really popular. I remember I just found it.
Yeah, a bunch of nudes or something. right?
Yeah, I remember she had kind of like, there was some top with the breast cut out. And I remember I was like
did
overwhelmed.
you cut the breast out?
No, it was like some sort of top she was wearing.
It is remarkable, isn't it, when you see that for the first time as a kid and you're just like, I don't know what it is. There's something kind
This
of...
is naughty.
Yeah.
This is kind of wrong.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
actually know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But this is like...
Tingles.
This is... Yeah, you get the tingles. And you have no idea at that age. I probably would have been around the same, like probably
You just know
7.
you
Oh.
like it.
You guys...
I remember. Oh, fuck! I just remember something as well. The first time, like, me and my brother got somehow someone gave us some magazines,
Yeah.
some porn magazines, and my idea was to hide them on top of the water heater in the laundry. But my stepdad was 6'5". He found them immediately. He's like, I'm like, if I can't see him, no one can. But he's just
Yeah.
like, what
That's
the fuck
beautiful.
is this?
That's so good.
And then you got to think, what did he do with them? Do you know what I mean?
No,
Oh.
he was like,
He was a
no,
freak.
he was like,
He's
you know,
gay.
he's like, porn is bad, like it's exploiting women. Like it was just like a hard line, like porn is bad.
Or is that just what parents come off as? Do you know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Because I don't...
I honestly don't know with him.
It's hard to
Yeah.
say.
Was he like Christian or
Yeah.
something like that?
No, he's not. But I mean, he doesn't strike me as someone who like,
would be into it.
yeah. And I would always go through my parents' room and shit. I never found anything.
He
You
would,
know?
he would strike me whenever I...
My stepdad would strike you.
And I'm trying to think, he didn't strike me like that. He would only strike me when I spoke out of turn. There we go. That's a very funny joke.
I had a friend in school, and I think I've maybe spoken about this before, but like his parents had a drawer, and like I got there one time and his parents weren't there, and he took me direct. He's like, "Bro, come and look at this," and we went into his room, and there was like a little in the drawer. There was like a little thing, and it was like a pink rabbit
Mm-hmm.
with like a white base on it, and you press a button and it vibrated.
Are
And we
you
both
kidding?
laughed because we
Dang.
didn't know what it meant. Well,
But you
like,
knew it
this
was
is
naughty?
something
You knew
naughty,
it was
yeah.
naughty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
But it's those kind of like weird little moments you piece together. You look back
Yeah,
on it
yeah.
and you're like, oh, he was
Yeah.
touching that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah, I found all
would-
kinds of shit.
Suck on it.
I think, I remember when kids like brought a condom in and like blew it up like a balloon, and the teachers being like, "You have to get rid of that." And I was like, "Why? Just a balloon." But it's
Yeah.
the same thing. Like I kind of thought it was.
Do you remember the
naughty.
first time you saw a used condom, like in a car park?
I was pulled out of my butthole in my uncle's house, folks. Folks.
No, not used. I don't
Really?
remember the first
I've
used
never seen
one.
a used one. No.
Yeah, no, I was.
What, you found a used one?
Yeah, I didn't touch it, but I was like, probably like, Mum, what's that?
You took it home for
And
later.
she probably would have just told me what it is.
She was like, that's the reason you don't have a brother. Or another one.
I do have a brother there.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah, another brother.
It was good. You laughed, bro. Let it go. Yeah,
yeah.
dang.
Gavin, what's going on with the weird cult upbringing that you had? What was porn?
It wasn't really a cult upbringing.
But it was like you were Satanist
I
or
was
something
real,
like
like
that.
I was yeah, I grew up like pretty religious.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was no porn. There was like not a lot of explanation around like porn and sexuality and stuff. So I remember finding the first porn I ever saw, or like sexual thing, was a nudie topless like calendar.
Yeah.
That my
Yeah.
dad had in his like shed, and
Yeah.
then like he
And he's religious.
like both my parents are like the not religious people of two very religious families.
Right. Yeah.
So we kind of just got raised religious, and then if we chose to not be religious, they didn't care.
Ah, okay. So it was fine for him to have a nudie calendar.
Yeah, like he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But he was also kind of like your stepdad. He was like kind of like, yeah, it's exploiting women. It's like a weird like hard line against it.
Yeah, right.
Whenever I questioned him about it.
What about like a nudie calendar and it's like all of Jesus?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
Like in kind
blasphemous.
of-
But yeah.
I mean,
That would be
it's
pretty-
he kind of is nude.
What if like what about Jesus? I'm sure this has been done. I'm sorry to be blasphemous, but Jesus on the cross, the little towel thing, just an erection poking out.
As long as it's a big penis, I don't think
Is
it's
that,
blasphemous.
that's the whole bit.
That's the,
Like,
That's all
what
bit.
if Jesus had a boner?
just like
You guys-
Jesus born.
Did you guys ever catch your parents having sex when you were a kid?
No, I'm pretty sure they gave it up after me.
Really?
Well,
Well, you can't catch it when they say come in. And
no,
Something
I
that-
never did. No, did you?
oh, you did.
We lived in a house that was in a flood zone, so it was on stilts. And one day,
One day of
night-
floods and you see your magazine float past you.
no, one day the house was like shaking.
That's actually very
The
funny.
whole house was shaking.
Funny. Sorry. That's great. That was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's on stilts.
There's not much to it,
Yeah.
but the house was shaking and I was scared.
Oh,
I thought it was an earthquake.
really?
And then I went in. and
You
it
went
wasn't.
in.
You said, Dad,
I was
there's
a
a
kid.
flood. And your dad said, yeah, there is.
Right on.
No, I've never.
But you peeked? You peeked anything?
Peaked?
Did you? You said you went in.
No, I didn't see anything, but
Oh,
it was
but you
dark.
heard. Did you hear
Yeah.
screams or anything?
No.
You just
It was
heard
very,
shaking.
Yeah. It just heard, yeah, it was weird.
Dang, they could have been
It
getting
was
work
one
in.
of those things I pieced together later.
Right.
Yeah.
You kind of have to give up on sexuality as a parent, I feel.
Yeah.
Especially the more
Are you a parent?
taboo it is. Because imagine walking in on like your parent, your mum and a random guy and your dad just sitting. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like
No, you get a
even what you
babysitter.
learn in school, do you know what I mean? There's like layers to it. You
Yeah.
see that. That's like,
I was gonna say the more taboo, the more you probably be able to do it in front of a kid.
oh, because they're confused.
Oh,
by
true.
it.
Because it would be so like
furry,
hard for 'em to
furry stuff.
understand.
Like imagine these furry families that are. Just
They would
doing
have no
creepy
idea.
Stuff. Yeah.
They would have no idea.
No, but then the kid would think that they would think it's fun. They'd come in and be like,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, mum and dad.
I
are just in
want
their
to also
costumes.
dress up as like a fox or whatever.
Yeah.
You would do that?
No, I hate furries.
You don't like furries?
They
I
they
think I-
weird me out.
I think I was a furry when I was a kid. I wanted to be a tiger. Like, I wanted to be an actual tiger.
Right.
Yeah. I fully identified as a tiger.
Were you
That's
like?
pretty cool.
Were you
I was like, I
going
wanted
raw
like a
or-
real furry suit. For sure. But I
Really?
wanted like a realistic one.
And you wanted to like be
You
on
can
all
get
fours?
realistic
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, I did.
In a
That's,
weird-
that's what I would fantasize about as a kid.
In a
Being on all
weird
fours.
way, the skin tight ones, face paint and everything, I think that's worse than being in a big costume.
Oh, are you talking about like weird BDSM sort of?
What do you mean worse?
I find it more taboo than the furry thing.
What BDSM kind of the whole latex?
No,
leather
not latex.
play?
Like Hamish said, he wanted to be a tiger.
Yeah.
Rather than being this cartoonish version of it,
Yeah.
he wanted to be a tiger.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird to picture someone like
Oh, that's yeah.
walking around on all.
This is before
But-
I was thinking about sex at all.
No, of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
But for the average person, yeah, I don't know. I kind of get the furry thing it makes sense to me logically.
Oh, I get it logically.
I
yeah.
don't really get it in all
It's
honesty.
to me the only thing I get
It's-
about it is that
No,
like, when
neither
it's
do
those
Ian
big
Gavin,
suits,
right?
It's essentially like
It's a weird fetish thing where you want to
Yeah.
fuck someone in an animal suit. Like, surely that's like.
I can't
w-
understand how
ultimately
they
But to
what
me,
it
the
is.
at
fetish
all.
is more of like a glory hole thing, where it's like you can't see what's inside the suit because it's so
Interesting.
big. You know what I mean? Like,
Interesting. Yeah. So
that's how
it's more
'cause
about
it
like.
doesn't make any.
Okay, I get it. It's like more about having sex with someone in a costume
Exactly.
or like that's disguised rather
Yeah.
than actually fucking a
That's-
cartoon
I
wolf.
mean,
or
that's what I
whatever.
think about when I.
Interesting. I didn't think about it like that.
Because you think about like the how many mascots there are. Like there's a lot
Yeah.
of like mascots that kind of exist in a lot of sporting games and stuff like that. A lot of people probably had like careers even at like theme parks dressing up in costumes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and
what
they probably
happens-
yeah.
it starts from there, and then of course, like if you're doing a job, you're gonna sexualize
But you never
it.
see like a hamburger like furry. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, it's always animals. Like you never see
That's
like a hot
true.
dog fucking furry fuck video.
Yeah, what about
It's
like
a
a
hot
furry
dog
that's
fucking
just
a milkshake.
or a furry that's just
Yeah.
like Woody or something like that?
Yeah.
Just going to furry convention.
I'm sure
dressed
it's
as
out
Woody.
there now that as soon as you say it, you
yeah,
know it's already
someone's
happened.
done it.
Buzz
yeah.
Lightyear and Woody having sex.
I kind of would like to see Grimace show up to a furry convention.
That'd be really good. Dang, the Hamburglar. That'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
that'd be all be a lot of fun. That'd be nice. But yeah, you didn't have any crazy, weird stuff in the cult. You didn't catch your parents doing any weird
No.
voodoo or anything like that.
No. No, I didn't catch my parents fucking. No. Is that
That literally
is that
was,
is a straight enough answer?
yeah, that was literally the
There
question.
is this we do have to wrap. We're gonna record another episode. It's up to you guys if you want to stick around for that. By the
Sure.
way,
Alright.
but we're at an hour now.
Oh
But
really?
I know this was a
That flew
fucking
by.
quick one.
That
But
was a quick one.
I did just want to say on the furry thing, there's that classic interview. I think it's a younger guy. He's got like curly hair. He wears a suit and he interviews all weird people. He does like
Oh yeah,
silly
Andrew Callahan.
This guy,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
does silly videos and like he goes to like a furry convention, and he's like interviewing one of the furries, and he's like, "So is this a sexual thing?"
All gas no brakes, right?
Yeah, August.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Or
yeah.
Channel 5 or
Yeah.
And the furry's like, "No, it's not a sexual thing." And he goes, "Do you have sex in the suit?" And hands it back to the furry, and they go, "Yeah." Is there anything we want to put a button on at the end of this episode?
Quick, any quick callbacks? Button.
If anyone finds my stash,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
follow me on Ham Stand Up.
You're gonna get a follow tomorrow, and you're gonna be like, "Could it be?"
Yeah.
And you're only allowed to follow him if you find it.
Yes. So yeah, sorry, Hamish. You may not be getting a lot of fans, but you're eventually going to find your stash.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, anything you want to add on there, Gavin?
No.
No, that's good.
Find me somewhere. Google my name, and if you find me, good luck. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll put them in. They're in the bio and everything. We'll be able to find them.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well,
folks.
let's wrap this one. Yeah. We'll see you
Peace.
in the Patreon because we're doing a Patreon.
Oh, you're doing a
next.
Patreon now.
Yeah, we got a Patreon, doggies.
Are you serious?
Yo yo.
Do you have